Hey, this is Matt once again. What about another video? This is another paid request, this time for Ty. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, lists, rankings, whatever it may be, feel free to send them either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box under the video. Now, Ty was asking for 10 movies I love that everyone hates. It's a bit hard to just pick 10, because I could pick like 50. But I did write a couple down. Now, yes, of course, not everyone hates these movies, but they're movies that got a negative reception that I don't think deserved it. Okay, my top 5 would be Predator 2, Rambo 3, Leviathan. I put Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. I put The Mangler on there. Stephen King's Graveyard Shift. Kidnapped with Halle Berry. Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Constantine with Keanu Reeves is on the list. For me, Jason Goes to Hell is on the list. And there's a bunch more, but just going back. Predator 2. I don't know why the hell people keep talking shit about that film. Every time a Predator film comes out, they always dismiss it. Oh, Prey, it's better than the original. It's the best since the original. You're already making me hate you when you say shit like that. Just saying. Because I don't buy it. Just every time a fucking new Predator film comes out, they say the same fucking thing. The only one they didn't say it for is Predator 2. Just Predator 2 came out, no one said it's the best, it's better than the original, or it's just as good as the original. No one was saying that back in the day and throughout the years. Except I do. It's my favorite Predator film. Predator 1 I love, it's my favorite Arnold film. Predator 2 is my favorite Predator film. But I love both of them. Love both of them very much. But after that, Predators is the best since the original. The Predator is the best since the original. They always say that shit. So they say with this one, because they don't want to piss off people and say you're racist against Native Americans or you're sexist against women. No, I'm an ist against shit movies. You don't know what shit. Well, it looks like shit and it smells like shit and nothing about it makes me interested. I don't care about the idea. I don't care about the plot line. I don't care about the direction. I don't care about the director. I wasn't that impressed with 10 Cloverfield Lane. I prefer the first Cloverfield. But Predator 2, I'm tired of the shit that it gets. It doesn't fucking deserve it. It's a kick-ass movie. It's the most underrated sequel out there. So that's a film that seems like everyone hated, but I love. And I've been like I guess one of the biggest champions for that movie. And will continue to be. Number 2, Rambo 3. Got so much shit when it came out. People still say it's the black sheep, it's the worst of the Rambo films. I'm like, no, Rambo 5 is the worst. Rambo 3 is a kick-ass, full-tilt action movie with big old action set pieces. The money's on the screen. Rambo, they actually give a little bit of personality, like character, as in, a little humor, but not too over the top. Some great lines of dialogue. Your worst nightmare. C4 tipped explosive arrows, blown up helicopters. You know how many people have made fun of the way Rambo heals himself? But look how many fucking people and movies have ripped that off. Where Rambo heals himself? Oh, that's ridiculous. But when other fucking movies did it later on, oh, that's fun and dandy. Fucking bullshit. I love Rambo 3. It's a kick-ass action movie. That seemed like everyone hated that film. And I'm like, I love this movie. I think Rambo 3 rocks. Leviathan, always been a personal favorite of mine. When this came out, people hated it because it was a rip-off of Alien. It's a rip-off of The Thing. Well, it's a damn good version of them. There's a great cast. Peter Weller, Ernie Hudson, Daniel Stern, Amanda Pays, Richard Crenna, Hector Elizondo. Beautiful music by Jerry Goldsmith. I like the effects by Stan Winston. I mean, this is one of the only films to get a Blu-ray where the biggest feature is people talking shit about the film. You don't have people talking shit about Howard the fucking Duck. When those features came out in the DVD and Blu-rays, no one's talking shit about Howard the Duck. No one's talking shit about Mac and Me, Mac and Cheese. No one's talking shit about the Garbage Pail Kids movie. But they're talking shit about Leviathan. The only other one I could think of is, I think people talk shit about Bordello of Blood in those features. Maybe Spookies because of the interference. Because someone uploaded a documentary of that on YouTube, and I saw it. Good documentary, better than the movie. Because Spookies, the backstory is more interesting than the movie. But very rarely do you have a movie where the features they talk shit about it. But Leviathan is one of them. So, even its own special features hates it. So yeah, Leviathan defending that movie. The Mangler called one of the worst films ever. I'm like, if you think The Mangler is one of the worst films ever, I got a whole list of movies to show you. I got Feeders and Feeders 2. I got The Last Inn. I got Razor Teeth. I got a plethora, a thesaurus of fucking movies to give you. Go watch the Mangler sequels. Go watch the Mangler Reborn. Go watch The Hidden 2. Go watch a shitload of other movies. Those are way fucking worse than The Mangler. The Mangler has some good gore, has some nasty ideas. Robert Englund is fun. Ted Levine I love as the cop. Hard-boiled, cop. I love his rapport with his brother-in-law, who's a priest. I love the look. There's some really nice camera shots, direction, atmosphere, some pretty decent bits of lighting. There's an Arrow video Blu-ray with some new commentaries. I would like to pick that up sometime. I probably will. Before it's gone. But I love The Mangler. Love it. My favorite Tobe Hooper film. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but The Mangler, for people that kept I have some little problems with the ending, to be fair, but I'm not saying these films are perfect 5 out of 5 stars. I just think, they're films I like that everyone hates, and I'm sorry, The Mangler's fun. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Yes, there's too much CGI. You don't need the CGI monkey bullshit. But I never hated Shia. I liked him in Disturbia. I liked him in Eagle Eye. I even liked that movie Holes he did, the family film. I liked him. I'm glad. I think he's getting his shit together. I'm glad. Of course, if I star in the Transformer films, I'd probably lose my fucking mind too. But, I mean, wouldn't you lose your mind if you starred in those movies? I probably would. But Harrison Ford, Taron Allen, I like the alien idea because it made it different. And that's so silly. So a guy ripping a heart out, but it's still the person's still alive, is not silly. And magic stones, oomsa-day, that's not silly. A fucking tablets that melt your face isn't silly. A knight living a couple hundred years in a cave, I don't know, playing with his sword, his tallywhacker, and drink a cup. I pissed in it. You have chosen poorly. That's not silly. To me, it's fun because it's that adventure pulp cereal. I don't mean the one you eat. Cereal with an S from back in the day. And it's the 1950s. What was the thing of the 50s? The sci-fi. I liked that idea. I liked it. It didn't feel like just another fucking regurgitation. Okay, you got the Russians. It's not just the Nazis again. Okay, you got the aliens. Not just another religious thing again. Once you've done the Ten Commandments, well, the tablets, I should say, I keep thinking of the Ark of the Covenant. Once you've done the Holy Grail, what other stuff can you do? I like this idea. Again, it's just too much CG with the location, the jungle settings. But I like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I think it'll be fucking better than what's going to come out. Because Harrison Ford was like 80 years old here. I still like the movie. And that's a film like... some people seem to like it when it came out, now everyone hates it. No, I still like the film. Stephen King's Graveyard Shift. Oh, it's not... The short story sucked. You know what happened in the short story? People went in the basement, they got eaten. The end. In my opinion, the short story sucked. Stephen King's Graveyard Shift, it's a cool movie. Why is it cool? Stephen Mott is entertaining as the villain, the human villain, as a great-looking creature. Great-looking creature. Actually, one of the more underrated creature designs. I think the cast, I think the lead guy did a good job. Brad Dourif, or as some people say, Brad Dourif. Loved him in the Rat Exterminator. I wish he was in the film more. Has a very creepy musical score. I love the catacombs in the finale. Just really feel the grime and dirt and sweat of that textile, the factory. This would really be hell to work at. Love that movie. Speaking of which, Maximum Overdrive. That'd be in my top 5. If I had to do a top 5, it'd be Predator 2, Rambo 3, Leviathan, and you know, I'll put Maximum Overdrive in there in top 5. For movies everyone hates that I love. I sincerely love Maximum Overdrive. I think it's a sincerely fun movie. And people think the movie's trying to take itself too seriously. Yeah, the trailer, where Steve T's, I'm going to steer the hell out of you. Yeah, but he was coked out of his mind. He probably didn't even know. He probably thought he was talking to an actual person, not a camera. He was so coked out of his mind. He probably thought he was talking to, I don't know, an invisible man, or the man in the mirror, for all I know. But man, coked up Stephen King made a pretty fucking fun movie with semi-trucks, Green Goblin trucks, people going splat, bazooka fun, AC/DC music beginning to end, people dying from arcade machines, people dying from vending machines, little kids getting run over and turned to pancakes. Fuck yeah, give me more of these movies. And this type of movie. Fuck yes, please. I absolutely love Maximum Overdrive. I sincerely love Maximum Overdrive. And that's the way it is. That's another one, Shocker. People hate Shocker so much. I love Shocker. Love Shocker. My favorite Wes Craven film. Ninja Turtles 2 Secret Ooze. Oh, it's silly and goofier. Yeah, that's true. But I think the suit work. I love the voice cast. I think Ernie Reyes is a good addition as Tino. No, they don't use the weapons, but it's PG. They can't use the weapons much anyway, because it's PG. You can't stab someone. You can't really knock someone in the head that much with a nunchuck with PG. They couldn't even do that in the first Ninja Turtles movie. They block. And it seems like they're hitting people. You can't see anything. So what's the point of having weapons if you can't do anything with it? Fine. I like a lot of the family moments. A lot of the little family moments that just speak to me as a fan of these characters. The ending could be better. There could have been an actual fight with Super Shredder. I agree with that. But I still rather enjoy that film. Nostalgic, childhood favorite. I like Kidnapped with Halle Berry. Never understood the hate for that. I like Cowboys and Aliens. I don't understand the hate for that. I like Constantine with Keanu Reeves. I don't understand the hate for that. Godzilla 1998. I think they should have called it a different movie. Reptilian or Gargantua or what the hell. I understand if you're a Godzilla fan, you look at that and you go, that's not Godzilla. I can understand. As a popcorn monster movie, I find it a lot of fun, and I find it more fun than the newer Godzilla films. I do. I find them very fun because I like the characters more. I like Matthew Broderick more. I like Hank Azaria more. I like John Reno especially. You chewing gum? Makes it look more American. I think Roland Emmerich, the big mistake they did was just make Godzilla look like Godzilla and do some Godzilla things. If you took that same film and Godzilla looked like Godzilla, you throw in a couple fucking atomic breaths, and, you know, of course, the famous roar, which he had, but just have him look like Godzilla and go a couple times, I think you would have a better reception. Not perfect, but better. 2003 Hulk I enjoy. Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones. A lot of people hate that film. I think that's a fun one. Watchers 2 with Mark Singer from the Beastmaster. That gets like a 4.2. A lot of people hate that film. I disagree. I think it's a fun creature feature. Doom 2005 I like. It's not the definitive Doom movie. It needed more action. That's the problem. But The Rock doing something different, being R-rated, and a villain, Carl Urban. It's a great stepping stone for him to get to Dread, playing the lead. I like the Stan Winston and his company's effects. I love the creature work. I think the finale is a lot of fun. The first-person shooter scene is a lot of fun. It just should not have been as slow paced in the first half. I think that killed a lot of people, their interest. I understand perfectly that. I think the actors, it's a good looking movie, like the way it's lit and the production. You can tell there's some budget behind it. It didn't look cheap to me. It's not like Doom Annihilation. So yeah, I like the 2005 Doom. It needed a lot more action. Slow burn. It's trying to be like Doom 3. Doom 3 isn't even that slow. I love Doom 3. And yeah, this is a slow build to beginning, but it's just to introduce the concept and the facility to you. But then there's like 100, 2, 3, 500 monsters you kill from then to the end of the game. There's still a lot of stuff there. So, but I think that's because of budget. Because you don't show much of the monster, you save on the budget. Well, sure splurged on it. Skyline. I never hated Skyline. I don't like the sequels because they completely butchered the ending. I don't want to give away the ending of Skyline for those who haven't seen it. But Skyline, I liked the ending. I thought it was an interesting idea. And then the sequels completely threw that in the dumpster. That pissed me off. So fuck the sequels. But Skyline I never hated. I didn't mind Eric Balfour and I was it Donald Faison, I believe. I thought for a lower budget film it looked pretty good visually. Again, I like some of the ideas. I like the ending. The ending didn't make me interested in seeing a sequel, and then again, just so many people hated the first one, they completely crapped on it. And to me, it just made it more generic. I like Superman 3. A lot of people hate that movie. I like The Death Wish with Bruce Willis. I thought Willis was actually pretty decent, and Vincent D'Onofrio, nice to see him in there. I like the cast. Eli Roth, I think it helps he didn't write the film. There's some pretty decent gore and action. I like Death Wish from 2018. A lot of people hate that film. I liked it. Matrix 2 and 3, I saw them in the theater. I always enjoyed it. I don't think they were as bad as people make it out to be. You want to see a bad Matrix film, go watch the new one. You know, this one a lot of people hated, I didn't mind, is called Getaway with Ethan Hawke. A lot of people hate the way the action is shot. I don't know, for some reason, the angles the director used, I thought made it a bit interesting compared to a lot of other car, because it's like a big car chase movie. I thought Ethan Hawke did a pretty good job. I didn't care for the lady who became his sidekick. I think a lot of people hate the way the action was shot, but I thought, I don't know how to put it. I was more confused with the way Bourne Identity movies were shot, to be honest. Maybe that's the thing, like, I looked at Taken 2, Taken 3, the Bourne films, I'm like, I think those were shot way worse than Getaway. I think Colombian was shot way worse than Getaway. But people give credit to the Bourne films. And Taken 2 and 3 are bad, but they didn't get as much shit as this movie. So, I don't know, Getaway, I would give it at least 3, maybe 3.5 out of 5. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's not great, but I don't think it was as bad as people made it out to be. The last one I'll mention is, because I could go on forever, Jason Goes to Hell. Never hated that film like other people did. I still... Okay, is it a perfect film? No, you don't need the stupid shit with the shaving. It was stupid, and the director gave a reason. His reason was bullshit. It was still stupid. Just take it out. Just edit it out. And people wouldn't say anything about it. People will go, why do you like this film? Number one, I like the characters. I like John D. LeMay. I like that you have a guy whose goal is not just to survive. His goal is to save his baby. And his ex-baby, but his baby. So it's like a little bit of a Terminator type of thing going on, or Protector thing. And I think John D. LeMay gave a really good performance. Stephen Williams, he's a lot of fun as the bounty hunter, the Duke. She hasn't had a taste of the Duke. Stephen Williams, I think, is really good in it. the style. I think there's some really good stylistic shots. I mean, when there's some slow motion, gunfire, gunplay. There's a bit where it's in the diner they're fighting over a gun, and the bullet, you see a POV of it going towards the fuse box. I didn't way certain scenes are shot and angles, and it's not a pedestrian directing job. Just sit the camera and, or maybe you have a POV. It's like I just see the director wanting to do a little bit more style with it. And also with Friday 13th, if you want gore, just people always go on, I watch Friday 13th for gore. Okay, well this is the goriest one. It's the one that has the true unrated version. I mean, a person gets fucking cut in half. As a slasher gore movie, you would think alone that would make people enjoy this film more. I mean, that's why people say they enjoy Halloween Kills. That's funny. Halloween Kills, people go, I enjoy it because of the gore. Then why? It doesn't matter, but the characters are stupid. The plot, no, it doesn't matter, just the gore. Then why do you hate this film? If all you want is gore. This is the goriest Friday the 13th one. The closest maybe Freddy vs. Jason? Maybe? I mean, you look at part 2. I mean, someone did a fan cut of the uncut version. But I mean, some of that gore was edited out in the theatrical cut. And really, I like all the Friday the 13th except Part 8. Part 8 sucks. Freddy vs. Jason, I'm not the biggest on. The others I can watch. Okay, but if you want gore, it has gore. If you want nudity, it's not full frontal nudity. I don't even remember much nudity in the first couple Friday the 13ths. I'm not saying there wasn't, it's just I don't remember much of them. But it just goes out as full frontal during the sex scene. So I got characters I like, I got the gore, I got the nudity, got some slick direction. People didn't like the plot. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. To each their own, I guess. People go, it's too silly. Technically, all the Friday the 13th films are silly if you think about it. Just the whole concept. Betsy Palmer, who's 40 pounds, is going to throw someone through a window like a sack of potatoes. Remember when Adrian Teen's hiding and the body goes out through the window? Like me throwing a DVD, like huh? How did Betsy Palmer do that? Oh, this Bing Crosby's nephew, whoever, Harry. How is he hanging off a door like 4 feet up with arrows? Betsy Palmer did that? I mean, that is silly as well, but that wanted you to take it more serious. And to me, that kind of makes it sillier, in a way. Like, I don't mind the first Friday the 13th, but I don't love it like other people do. I think the sequels, I think Part 2 is better. I'll probably say Part 3 is better. Part 4 is better. Part 5, I mean, it's there. Part 5, I don't mind Part 5. I like Part 6 and Part 7 a lot. Part 7 I actually have an uncut version of Part 7, because someone did a fan cut where they put it all, made a little VHS, has all the music and sound. So it's like watching a rough cut of the uncut version, and that's what I watched for Part 7, The New Blood. But yeah, God, it's getting dark here. It's only like 3 p.m. and it's getting dark. What the hell? Probably clouds and shit. See, even the fucking clouds don't want me to talk about Jason Goes to Hell. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. I still enjoy that film. I think it's underrated. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. So that's just a Congo. That's another one people hate. Everyone hated it. And I'm like, well, I enjoy Congo. I think it's better than most of the Jurassic Park sequels. I do. So many people praise Jurassic World. I'm like, you know what? I'll stick with Congo any fucking day over Jurassic World. So. Anyway, with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.